Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your August 20th until the 30th of 2019. It's a general and love reading. I'm going to be doing a Celtic Cross. I hope that you all got through, the first part of August in an okay way. We've been going through a lot of partnership, relationship things are going on for a lot of people. There's a lot of karma going around as well, and that's of course because we've got the South Node, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn all together there. So I'd like to say first of all, happy birthday to Virgo, since we're moving into Virgo season very soon. Today is the 19th of September, 19th of August 2019. So August season starts from the 23rd of August, and therefore I just wanted to speak to you for a couple of minutes in relation to a couple of the things that are very important in the astrology. So I will have at the bottom, if you're not interested at all in what's happening with the astrology, you can go straight on to the tarot. So what's very important is that it's still Leo season. And, with Leo season, it's been like all systems go. It's the sun being in Leo, Mars in Leo, Venus in Leo, Mercury has moved into Leo, and I just want to point out that we had a full moon in Aquarius on the 15th of August, and Aquarius has got to do with friendships. It's also the income house, but it's got a lot to do with social groups and associations, friendship, wishes and dreams. So something culminated around that time. Now Aquarius is all about the future. You've obviously had some sort of I can call it an awakening. Why? Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus, which has actually turned retrograde on the 11th. So I don't know what's happened for you. I'd love to hear your comments. What happened for you on or around the 11th? The 11th of August was a very important time because we had Jupiter turning direct. We had Uranus turning retrograde, Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is amazing. It's its rulership. It turned direct, which is amazing. On the 11th, we also had Mercury moving into Leo. So, a lot of Leo energies. So the full moon obviously was in the sign opposite Leo, which is Aquarius. The full moon was on the 15th. So on the 18th, Mars entered Virgo, and I'm using past tense because that was yesterday. So Mars into Virgo says that we've got to get all that work done. Virgo is all about looking at the finer details. We've got the energy of Mars to do that. So it's work, work, work time. Plus Mars is the energy. It's also the passion to do the work, to get the work done. So on the 21st, we're having Venus entering Virgo. So that's in about 3 days. Venus is not so strong in Virgo, but nevertheless, Venus is love, money, projects, whatever we're dealing with. It's in the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo is the 6th house of work, health, and Virgo is all about health. So having Venus there, I think we're going to be doing a lot of things to make ourselves more either healthy inside or out. Venus is beauty. Anything to do with like beautifying ourselves. It's a beautiful time. Like Venus is, she's moving forward. She's healthy there. So that's beautiful to have. And the party's starting to grow in the sign of Virgo. Now, the sun, as I said, enters Virgo on the 23rd, which is 2 days after Venus ingresses into Virgo, and then 2 days later on the 23rd, the sun moves into Virgo. So That's why I'm saying happy birthday, Virgo. It's Virgo's solar return. Beautiful things coming in always on our birthday. Now, Mercury, which rules Virgo, enters Virgo on the 29th of August. Beautiful, very strong communication. Anything to do with also, Mercury is also commerce, it's business. So we've got the energy of Mars, we've got Mercury, which is strong communication. And all in Virgo, with the Sun in Virgo, it's got a lot to do with sixth house matters. So, as I said, it's our daily routine, it's our health. You know, even the Sun is our vitality. So we're all going to be feeling, we're going to have the energy to push forth and look at our health, look at our well-being, as well as, you know, anything to do with business, work, commerce is going to be very healthy. Communication will be amazing. Now, the day after, on the 30th, the new moon in Virgo, okay, this is a new moon, it's a wild card, it's blessings. That's why around our birthday, especially with our new moon in the sign which has its birthday, which is Virgo, this is incredible. So make your wishes around the 30th of August, maybe even a couple of days after that, because when you can actually see the moon in the sky, the new moon cusp, that's the time to send your intentions out, your wishes to the divine. So that's the astrology. What I want to say, which is very, very important as well, is that we are going to have a meeting. So in about 5.5 days, Venus and Mars, which are the lovers of the zodiac, will be conjunct. So this is very important in relationships. This is being very loved up, Venus and Mars together. They do work well together. It's all about, you know, if you know anything about mythology, Venus was married to another god. So Venus was Aphrodite, obviously, and she was married to another god, but she actually had an affair with Mars. So they're the lovers of the zodiac. So it's a time when, you know, when these two meet, and it happens once every couple of years. So it's really, really special. But not only that, after that we're going to be having beautiful trines, very lovely energies from Uranus in Taurus trining over to Virgo. Okay, so Uranus will be meeting up with Venus. Mars will be meeting up with Uranus as well in positive aspects. And also the Sun will be trining Uranus, and this is amazing. You know, we've got beautiful things coming in. Jupiter's moving direct. It's a wonderful time. It really, really is. And there's going to be a wonderful earthy grand trine happening as well. So that is a very positive vibe. Now, I won't go into details for a lot of you because many of you are not interested in that. All I'm saying is that the energies are very positive. Okay, so I will leave you with that. And I will go on to the tarot now. Thank you for listening to me. Hello, Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your August 20th until the 30th, 2019. Yes, it's a little bit late. It's a few hours late. It's been really, really hectic for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's been crazy. The energies are still going full on, full throttle. I'd love to hear your comments. Is that what is going on for you guys? Because my life has been, wow, like not a minute to breathe. That's how crazy it's been. So Aries, let's look at what your reading is showing at this time, which logically is very benevolent. There's always negative energies as well with the South Node, Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. They're difficult energies. But we've got beautiful, beautiful energies where Mars and Venus and the Sun are all very close. They're conjunct. And we know Mars and Venus, they're the lovers of the zodiac. We're ready to move into Virgo season. So let's see what's going on if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you're a cross watcher and you're a Virgo, then happy birthday. Let's take your cards, dear Aries. What's going on for you? Okay, the moon is just about to step into Taurus. So over the next couple of days, 2.5 days, it's going to be nice and it's going to be very easygoing. Our emotions are going to be in place. The moon loves to be in Taurus, but it will be moving over Uranus in a few hours, so that will be interesting. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and Uranus is sudden changes, revelations. Uranus in Taurus is big changes coming to us in relation to our values. If we are not being valued, then it's time to change things up. So let's take, but the moon and Uranus are in beautiful aspects to the planets right now. The planets that are moving into Virgo, which is Mars, Venus, and the Sun. Okay, so beautiful aspects. They're in trine, so let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on. Aries, Ace of Wands to begin with. What is your challenge? And this is a Celtic Cross. Wow. Your challenge is another Ace, Ace of Pentacles. In your foundation, 5 of Pentacles. In the recent past, wow, the Karma card. Very karmic time, yes, with Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node. Obviously, this is Judgment Day, Judgment calling. This is your angels, your spirit guides calling you. This is an awakening, and it's a rebirth. And for me, it's a second chance. Okay, that's how I see this card. Let's see what's crowning your reading. You've got the Sun. The Sun is Leo. So we've got Pluto, which is Scorpio, Leo. Okay, both signs are very fixed. Let's see what's in the near future. 7 of Pentacles. In the position of you is the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Another fixed energy, fixed sign. In the position of what's around you and in your environment, you've got the Star. And this is Aquarius. So we've got the 4 fixed signs. So there's a lot of rigid energy here, obviously. This is, wow, Aries, this is incredible. The only card now that is missing really is the World card, which shows all those elements. Sometimes, I think sometimes on the Wheel of Fortune, they're depicted in some decks. Let's see what is your hope or your fear. And you've got the Strength card again, Leo. And your outcome card is the 3 of Wands. Beautiful. I love the outcome. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. I feel that this is your energy. For most of you, why? Because I see the Page of Wands. It's the minor arcana of the Fool, and the Fool is Aries. Nevertheless, there's the general energy, and there is a message either that's coming through or you're sending a shout out to someone. It's like nudging someone on the shoulder and saying, hey, have you forgotten me? I'm here. That's what I feel with this card here. Let's see what's beneath this. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is being noticed for your talents. You're doing work that is very important. Maybe collaborating in a small group of people. It's all about work. 8 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. You could be doing a lot of homework, staying up till late, whatever homework this is for you. It could even be looking on social media, checking someone out, because she's really focusing on the details, focusing in on the details. And this could be just work. For some of you, this could be just work. And you're really fine-tuning your craft at this time. Okay. Now, beneath that, we've got the 3 of Swords. So, logically, that has passed for me. 3 of Swords can be some sort of a disappointment. That's what I feel it is. Now you had the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, Three of Swords. Let's see if we have any more threes. Three of Cups is what is missing from the deck. Now, what I'd like to do, Aries, is take the Romance Angels and see what's going on for you in your love life. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in your reading. When we have a lot of major arcanas, it's the divine taking charge. 5 major arcana are a fair bit. Let's look at your love life, though. What's going on for you and in your love life? We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And we've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So that means that you are obviously getting to know each other. For most of you, what the cards are saying is that you are dealing with someone that is a little bit different. So this is a soulmate you're dealing with. Okay, now why are they different? With the Three of Wands, this man is looking across the seas. It's Sagittarian energy, which for some people, even with a star card, in what's in your environment, this is all about social media. It's all about wish fulfillment, but it's a card of healing as well, maybe through communication. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus. At the position of you is the Hierophant, which is a spiritual guru. It is someone that you're dealing with who could have strong Taurus. Now, some of you may be on the cusp with Taurus. Why? Because it's in the position of you. But nevertheless, the High Priest, as I say, it's a very spiritual card. And I think what I see with the two keys, it's giving you like options. You do have options. And the negative energy with the Hierophant is that things need to be done in a certain way. Now, for some of you, this could be a marriage, of course. It could be a marriage or it could be a committed relationship. Maybe the fact that the card is here is saying that you want marriage. You want to commit to someone. You want someone to commit to you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So there are red flags. Okay, and I feel that the red flags have got a lot to do with the Five of Pentacles, which is in your foundation area. Why? Because the Five of Pentacles is a feeling of lack, as is the Hierophant. You've got 2 fives here. Now, for some of you, this could mean that you're having financial hardship around security, financial security. Okay, that's what it can mean. Now, usually in the traditional tarot, it shows 2 people that are not in sync. They're both feeling left out in the cold, but this could mean that either one or the other or both people are not being open with their emotions. Okay, but usually there is a silver lining with this card that says that because it depicts a church in the background, there is help, there is support, as long as you look for it. Okay, so there is support, but also it's telling me that you need to keep the faith, that you've been keeping the faith. Some of you may be quite spiritual as well, okay, or you could be seeking advice from a spiritual advisor, from a religious leader, from a priest. Anyway, let's look at the now position. You've got the Ace of Wands. Obviously, you're going through some sort of a transformation. That butterfly there, that's what it's speaking to me about. And they do say that when you see butterflies, it's luck. Okay? This could even be a message that's coming through. I feel that with the Page of Wands, the message that's coming through is going to bring in a new beginning. It's going to spark a new beginning. It's going to, it's the fire. It's the fire that's necessary to get something started. But there is a transformation, because right next to it is the Judgment calling. Okay, this is Judgment card, and here we've got an eclipse. So it's got a lot to do, obviously. We're going back to the time of eclipses. And it can also be referencing back in January. The eclipses in January. Why I'm telling you this is that for me it's happened. Like whatever was going on in January, there is a continuation for me in my own personal life with these eclipses that just passed. So don't be surprised if whatever was going on in January is coming back into the picture now. But this is an awakening. It is the divine spirit is telling you that it's time to come back to life. The color comes back into your life. Okay, so that means that before there was darkness, there was gloom. There's a lot of yellow here. Check this out, Aries. Look at the sun. Look at all that now. And this is beautiful. So the now position is the Ace of Wands. Your challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is that you're wanting a new beginning. There is the indication of it. You've got the drive, you've got the passion, you've got the inspiration. The challenge is for it to crystallize, to become real. For some of you, the challenge could still be money. But there is, through creativity, you've got the challenge is to manifest through what you create, because Leo is also creating something. And Leo also deals with true love, with taking a risk. That's what the Page of Wands is. It's the visionary. They want to go, this child, this adolescent wants to go on a journey. He's envisioning the future and he's willing to take that leap of faith. But Leo is also creativity, what you've created of your own. And Leo is also children. But it's also romance. It's fun. It's joy. It's happiness. So the challenge here is to crystallize, to stabilize the new beginning. 2 aces here. Amazing. So what I'm thinking is, because we've got the 5 and the 5 and the ace, we've got 6 of Pentacles. For some of you, for those of you that have gone through some sort of a disappointment through a committed relationship, a marriage, or someone that you're dating, maybe just recently, not long ago, you've gone through some sort of a disappointment with that 3 of Swords. I don't feel that that's a huge disappointment. I just don't feel it. So I have to go with what my intuition tells me. Here we've got 6 of Pentacles, which is the energy of Libra. It's the energy of giving and receiving equally, because there has been a lack of that. So the challenge is for either you to give more, whoever's been lacking in giving, there needs to be a balance. But I feel that with the energy of Libra here, that's what's going to happen. Now, Venus is the ruler of Libra, and it will be entering Libra after, it goes through Virgo. So it's not long before Venus comes home. She's not very strong in Virgo, but she won't be there forever. So I feel that some of you maybe you've been thinking of, receiving information in relation to the first steps of separation. But I think that it's only an idea. I don't think that you've gone forward with it. I think that you've been given a second chance, and I feel that because you've got 2 aces here, the energies have now changed. And look, the sun is actually shining for you. This is clarity. This is healing. I do feel that the difficult, tumultuous energies have passed. And God knows we've been through a hard Cancer season. Leo started getting better. Now it's even better. I mean, this week is amazing. So let's say these two are the 6. We go on to the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo. Could be a Capricorn, I suppose, but we've got Taurus here mainly. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so someone is looking at a situation, wondering whether they should invest or not. I think that this pause and these thoughts, this taking time out to ponder on your next step could be the answer, could be the key. Not rushing. I mean, Aries, I know you're very fiery and you like to move quickly. Sometimes we can't make rash moves. Sometimes, too much speed can bring accidents. And that's a metaphorical term. Yeah, so I think that the slowing down energy here, and 7s are always the divine, so the slowing down of the energy here is very positive. Okay, so some of you may have felt very restricted by the commitment, by a contract, even if this is work. Maybe you felt restrictions in the past. And I feel, I don't know why, but I feel Saturnian energies where if you've been in a certain position at work, you're working like pedal to the metal and the finances were not as good as what you were hoping. So your challenge is to either, attain something solid. This is a big pentacle, even though it's 1. It's like a change. It's like a restart. And it does remind me very much of the Wheel of Fortune. So you're hoping for change, maybe an idea, maybe the eclipse energies, maybe because with the 4 fixed signs that you have here, that's the world energy, which to me says that there's been some sort of a cycle that's closed up. And it's only a moment in time where there's a pause from the ending to the beginning. Now, what's around you is the star. And as I say, the star is social media. It could be something at a distance. You're following your bright star. Now, you've got the sun and the star, which are the 2 luminaries. And this is like light coming. The light is coming into your life. There's the moon, but it's eclipsed. And I feel that, yes, things are looking up at this time. I feel that there is a lot of emotions. Just looking at the photo here, the illustration, she's pouring out all those emotions. Like, I feel that some of you have been, what do I want to say? I don't think that it's your energy though. I think that this is someone else that's around you. Why? Because it's in the position of the environment. I feel that someone's been holding back on their emotions and it's time for them to open up, because the sun is here, the star is here, and she's pouring out those 2 jugs of water. So it's as though someone is pouring out their hearts, their emotions through their feelings. So what they've been holding deep within their emotions, they're giving it out. They're unloading it. They're sharing it. And through that comes the healing, I feel, with this card. So someone's been holding back either on their pain, their hurt, their emotions, whatever that is. Now we've got Aquarius here. We've got Leo twice. We've got Taurus. And we've also got Scorpio, which is Pluto. So because this card is here, we know that Aquarius right across Aquarius is Leo, and you've got 2 cards of Leo. So you're either dealing, and this is, I would say, the sun sign more than likely, either Aquarius or Leo, I would say, and the rest of the signs could be rising or moon signs. Now, of course, if you're female, look at your Venus. If you're male, then your Mars. But your hope is, obviously, with the Strength card, your hope is that there will be courage. Maybe if you've been waiting for someone to open up and talk about their feelings to you, you're hoping that someone will draw up the strength, the energy, have the trust to master their own emotions, their own passions, and be able to speak from deep within their heart, because Leo is the heart. I think that that's what needs to be shared between both of you. Now we can flip the reading over as well. I feel that someone is unloading what they've been holding in their heart, even if this is like a reading for work, for career. I feel that with the sun being in the area of career, I think that the sun coming through Leo season was probably very good for a lot of you, because Leo is what is created and Leo is the sun. So you've started something, you're willing to go on, a new journey, you're willing to take that risk, you've pushed hard for that. I think that you've got celestial support as well, logically, with all these major arcana cards. So maybe sometimes, as I say, as above, so below, whatever's going on above, and Leo season is obviously very positive for you because Leo is a fellow fire sign. And I think that you're waiting, you're in the position of waiting now. This is someone waiting on the banks, waiting and looking across, envisioning the future, envisioning, where they're wanting to go, how they're wanting to expand, going with what they feel inspired to do, but not only taking action, because they're wands, yes. It is a card of expansion and growth through creative means, but this card says that the ships are coming back to you. What you've already set in motion is on its way back to you. So it could take, let's say, 3 weeks. For some of you, it may even take 3 months. So what I want to say with the romance angels is that it does say, keep in mind, your soulmate may differ. You may be dealing with someone that you've never dealt with, someone like that, because if, for those of you that are dealing with a Scorpio-Taurus energy, Scorpio-Taurus, they're right across each other in the zodiac. Then if you, let's say, for instance, you're dealing with a Taurian, then they've got Scorpio in their 7th house, which is very mystical, very deep, very hidden. So I feel that with the sun crowning your reading, which is a very important position here, is that communication will come through, because we've got the getting to know each other, which is the best. It's amazing. I love that energy. What I'm thinking is that you should not push the other person, or they shouldn't push you to open up. When the timing is right, that will happen. Now, I've got an indication also that someone out there who was having trouble falling pregnant, I think that it's going to happen this time. For those of you that have had trouble in, trying to have a baby and you haven't been very lucky, with these 2 cards here and the sun card here, okay, also the card of patience, right, and the 3 of wands here, the star card, which is a wish come true. It's a card of healing. I feel that this may be happening. So congratulations to those of you that are learning that you are pregnant. Okay, so wonderful. Let me take some more cards, dear Aries. Let's double up on these cards and see. So let's look at the now position. Very Plutonian time for you, I feel. And we've got the Six of Cups, which is also a card of children. It's also, of course, a card of balance, a card of innocence and trust. Now, some of you may have been together with this person for many years. Others of you, this is a soulmate connection that you may be realizing there's a certain familiarity between you two, but also you may know this person from childhood. Now, these Six of Cups, of course, can be that in another lifetime you actually played together as children. You may have even been siblings in a past lifetime. Soulmates can be siblings as well, or even friends or acquaintances from a past lifetime. Nevertheless, let's take the Five of Pentacles. For those of you that are single and you may be hoping for your soulmate to come through, I've already mentioned all the signs. Here we've got the soulmate card. This is probably someone, this is a soulmate that's going to come into your life, and it still goes, it's the same. Like, either this person has already got their own children, maybe you've got your own children, maybe this is another relationship. Some of you may have even shared, I don't know, whatever you shared, a life at one point in time in the past, or even from a past lifetime, and they're coming back around. So let's take another card, another Five of Wands in your foundation. Some of you may have felt with the Five of Pentacles, for those of you that are single, obviously there is some sort of miscommunication, or even for you singles, it could be someone that's coming back from the past. Some of you may have broken up for some time and your partner is coming back, because we've got two fives here which equal a 10. Now if we add the Hierophant as well, 3 5s in a row, that's Capricorn. And I'm telling you, it's karma. It's karma. Let's take, even the card here in the recent past talks about karma. So whatever didn't work out in the past, it's time for it to come back around. Let's take the Judgment card. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. So the challenge is the Ace, and the 10 is also, it's in the recent past position, which says that family situations could be coming up, could have happened in the past, karmic situations around family, around your financial stability. This is a second chance to come to a completion, an abundant completion, because the Ten of Pentacles is a 10. So there is a restart, as I was saying earlier. Let's look at the Sun. And we've got the Six of Swords, which is moving away from troubled waters to calmer waters. The Sun is helping you along. And as I say, the Sun is also our ego, but it's also us being, having the vitality, the energy to move forth. And I see here, it's funny that we've got air here again. So look here, One person is moving and the other person is waiting at the other end of the shore, you know, on the other side of the world. Maybe some of you, what I do see is travel over water. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen right now. We've got a number 6 and we've got a number 3. So some of you could be, let's say, 6 weeks. For others of you, it could be, I would say 6 weeks, and from 6 weeks up to 3 months. Let's see what that 7 of Pentacles is all about. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. So it is beginning. There's been a lot of thought put into this. It is going to stabilize. Pentacles are all about stability, physicality. Of course, it can be something that you are hoping to make grow. You're hoping to invest in that pentacle. Now, pages can be students. Some of you may need to travel for studies. But the page can also be a message, something that is giving you something certain to work with, right? And I feel that both parties are willing to work at it, I see here. Willing to work, put the effort in. Okay, so let's look at the Hierophant now. In the position of you is the 9 of Swords. Another 9, because here I said 6 and 3 is 9. Another 9 here. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights. Whatever obligations, whatever restrictions with the Hierophant, things have got to be done by the book. That's what this 9 of Swords tells me. So there are boundaries that you have to, that you're trying to keep. You're trying to do the right thing, the religious thing, the correct thing. Let's look at the Star. So things have got to go in the order that they're meant to go. We can't go from A to Z. We have to go A, B, C, D. You get what I mean? You can't change the rules. So that's what the Hierophant is all about. And that's probably what's worrying you. For some of you, I feel that the 9 of Swords can also be, I don't know why it's come to me, something to do with the red tape, with the law. Let's see what the Star is. And we've got the 3 of Cups. And I did say before that the 3 of Cups is the only 3 that's missing. 3 of Cups is a celebration. It's going out, celebrating, communicating, celebrating something that you've always wanted. Expansion and growth. And that can be a physical expansion where pregnancy is prominent here and everyone is really happy for you. Let's take the Strength card in the hopes and fears. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Okay, so 8 of Swords we all know is like a mental prison. And it's all up in your head. It's like you've got the Strength here. She's sitting very, very comfortably with this lion that she's already tamed. She's mastered her inner beast. She's done the work. So the 8 of Swords is someone who is frightened that they don't have they think that they don't have the ability to master a situation, but it's all an illusion. Let's take that 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. And we've got the Devil. As I said, 3 5s, the Devil. And the Devil is Capricorn. So this is like the gatekeeper. This is the Devil. This is Saturn, who says, he's the gatekeeper, and he says it's all about timing. It's all about doing the work, putting in the effort. And it's going to take time because we've got the 3 of Wands here as well. And again, don't forget that with the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Devil, these are three cards of fear. Fear of not being able to accomplish your desired outcome. But again, I see the Devil here as timing. So Uncle Saturn is working his magic. He will not let you in that door unless it's the time. Let's take another card. And we've got the Four of Swords. So yes, with this card, because the Three of Swords is above his head, and you know Saturn is with the South Node and Pluto, this is like the ending of a karmic situation that you're still trying to deal with. Okay, here we've got the Four of Swords, which fours are all about home and stability. You know, setting those strong foundations in. But again, it's like waiting. Timing is of essence here. And what this card is telling me is that you're gathering up all your strength and all your, I don't know, you're trying to calm yourself. That's what I feel here. Because why? The Three of Swords can be a card of fear. It's like a nightmare. Will I be brokenhearted? Will this work out? Will things work out on time? Will this happen? Will that happen? I think that that's where you are, Aries. But there's no need for that. Let's take one more card. Now, the Devil can also be a very sexual energy. Okay, so it's a card of lust. And I see strong passions here. Strong passion. Especially, and again with the Three of Wands as well. It's funny that I feel that, because I'm looking at the Six and the Four of Swords, some of you are fearing the worst. The Ten of Swords is not the worst. It's the end of the, you know, overbearing energy. It's the end of the darkness. Here we've got the King of Wands, which is your energy, obviously. King of Wands is a leader, whether you are feminine or masculine. Aries is masculine energy. If you're a female, you're still showing up as the king, okay, because this is someone who takes action. And I think that this is someone that can take charge. They're standing in their strength. This is a very charismatic person, very fiery, very imaginative, very spontaneous as well. So I feel that you're fighting with your own demons about timing. It's like you're trying to cut through red tape without having the proper foundation. So you're trying to get, as I said, from A to Z. Time is ticking. It is moving. Sometimes we feel that it's too slow, but I think that with the King of Wands, and he's looking at the same direction as with the Three of Wands, I think that it's very hard for this person, whoever this is, because this could even be someone that you're dealing with. Even if it's not you and you're dealing with another Leo, or I'm going to throw in Sagittarius as well, I have to, because there's so many of you watching this reading. For some of you, I think that you may be dealing with someone that may, as I say, keep an open mind. That's very Sagittarian energy. It's like someone who is fiery and passionate. This card says to me that this person may have been someone who was a bit of a playboy at some time, at some point. Someone who is very popular. They walk into a room and they grab everyone's attention. And in saying that, I'm thinking that this King of Wands, whoever this is, I feel that they've got strong Scorpio in their chart as well. So if this is not you, dear Aries, because we've got different layers in the tarot, we have to remember that always. You're still at the 9. You're still at a 9, dear Aries. And, you know, we're ready to move into the 9th month. So that's what it could be talking about. Let's look at the final outcome with 3 Sibillas. Let's look at the Devil, 3 of Wands, King of Wands, and 4 of Swords. And we've got the Prigione, which again is the Devil. So there is some unfinished business, some obligations that need to be taken care of before you can actually receive your blessings, Aries. Let's see. Prigione shows someone who is all shackled up. They're chained and bound by some situation. They feel that they're the prisoner of some situation. And we've got the Vedovo, which is the 3 of Swords. So this is telling me that someone is still thinking of the past. It's still haunting them. The past is still worrying them. Why? Because it's the 3 of Swords, and this is the 9 of Swords. So 3 and 9, they're the Hanging Man, which is all about waiting, hoping, waiting to receive that download from the divine. And it also deals with sacrifice. But again, it's all about timing. Let's take another card. And then we've got the Gran Consolazione, which is having everything that you desire. So what these 3 Sibillas are telling me is that don't stop focusing on the past. Both these people are looking at the past. Stop looking at the past. Don't think that whatever happened in the past is going to continue to happen. You're going to be on the same path. No, you're moving, right? You're moving away. You've been given a second chance. You've been given another go. For those of you that are feeling as though you've been very unlucky and things are not happening for you and in your life, that negative thinking, that's what's stopping you, really. That you're closing the door in front of you with your own 2 hands. Let's look at the position of I want to take one more tarot after the 3 of Cups. What's that all about? And we've got the Knight of Swords. So quick communication, quickly. I feel here that because Knights are all about action, there's quick communication, very quick, that's going to bring the celebration. Let's take another card, and there we've got the Page of Wands again. So ready to go on that adventure, ready to take that leap of faith. You are ready to go on a new adventure. You're looking at the future. But as you can see with the Knight of Swords, and I'm going to throw this in as well, for those of you that have been dealing with an air sign, whoever this is in your life, for some of you it's someone from the past, someone that you've been dealing with. And when I say past, I'm not talking about the soulmate energy here, no. Someone who's been quite difficult with you, someone who's been keeping you in a vicious circle. And this, of course, is not for all of you, but it is. It's obvious here. We've got the Knight of Swords, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords. There are so many swords here. How can I not? And we've got Aquarius. How can I not mention this? It's impossible. So the Knight of Swords, for some of you, for those of you that are dealing with someone who's, as I said, they've kept you in a rut, you're really breaking free from that. And you're going to speak about it. You're going to communicate about it. Because I think with the King of Wands, you're standing in your power. Let's take the 3 Sibillas on the Star. And this could even be, for some of you, this could even be bullying through social media. So we've got the House, the Casa, and the 2 of Cups here. This also speaks of stability. There is some sort of an agreement. As I said, that firm foundation is being put down, and there's some sort of a contract or some sort of an agreement that's coming in quickly that you're going to celebrate. It's the Two of Cups, as you could see. Two of Cups here. We've got the Donna Maritata, which is the Empress qualities. She's the mother with the children. Nevertheless, she's the loving, nurturing wife, mother, partner, date. This is someone who is perfect, like, to have a family. This is someone who will provide for their loved ones. But she's got a number 12 on her, which speaks of timing again, because it's the Hanging Man energy. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles again, the denaro, the security, the stability, the abundant wedding. This is like the Ace of Pentacles, and we've also got the Six of Cups on this card. So yes, incredible. I'm loving this for you, dear Aries. I really am. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take another card on this Nine of Swords. For those of you that are actually agreeing to commit, maybe your partner was not ready to commit. Some of you were fearing that this partner may have been with you only for intimacy and not seeing you as marriage material. I think that was an illusion that you're living, and you're going to come to terms that, no, that's not the case. Here also, I'm going to say that for some of you, it could be your partner, and because I see the devil as, you know, those fears are coming up to the surface. It's either your energy or your partner's, and I feel that this could be either psychological fears that maybe through worry, through too much worry and fearing the worst, you know, they come up to the surface. But we've got the Gran Consolazione here, which is having everything that you desire, and this is a number 7. You've got the higher ground. You've got the best position. Whatever you're up against, whatever this devil is for you, don't worry about it. It's probably an illusion for most of you. I think you're worrying more than is necessary. Let's look at the Hierophant here. And we've got the Strength card again. Amazing. Amazing. Excuse me. What I'd like to do now is actually take one card, one of my handwritten cards on this King of Wands, because I want to see what he's thinking, what's going on in his mind, because you know who this King of Wands is for you. There's 3, 4 cards here, forget that. Let's see, a message for the King of Wands. And we have the timing is not right, maybe tomorrow. See, I told you it was all about Saturnian energy. It's not the right time right now, maybe tomorrow. This is like the 7 of Pentacles. Yes? So, I said from 6 weeks to 3 months. Here we've got the 7. Now, the 7 can mean 7 weeks. For some of you, it might even be 7 months. I think at the most that you will have the Gran Consolazione. So you're going to be so happy. This is the best Sibilla in the deck. So, dear Aries, I think I will leave you with that. When we say the timing is not right, maybe tomorrow, I think it's got to do with obligations and things that are circling around the energies, yes? But keep an open mind, and it's saying that you need to be patient. You need to get to know each other before anything serious can happen. Okay? So if we're talking about business, of course, Saturn is very hard work. It's a lot of hard work. Okay? And it's like putting in the work, doing all that work before you can actually receive. So everybody, thank you so much for spending time with me. I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy your comments, your likes, your shares, and you guys subscribing on my channel. You're sending me so much love. I feel it, and I'm sending it back to you. So I will talk to you soon, dear Aries. Lots of love. Hello, my darling friends, and goodbye for now.